guys, what is up and welcome to the 38-week vlog. I simply cannot believe that my baby boy is gonna be here in less than 2 weeks. Time has actually flown by. I haven't said that in a while, but I have been doing a lot of reflecting and I'm like, I've been pregnant since June. Our embryo transfer was June 7th, 2025. And now I'm 38 weeks pregnant and he could literally be here tomorrow. He could be here today or he can be here in 2 weeks. Who freaking knows? I am definitely getting very tired, but I'm also getting very nervous and excited. I just put on some makeup and quickly curled my hair. That is because I just did my bump updates. I will insert some photos. I can't believe how big he is, and it's just crazy thinking back at like 28 weeks, 18 weeks, 8 weeks. Like I thought at like 18 weeks I had a bump, and now I'm like, girl, no, now you have a bump. Later this week it is also Valentine's Day. I know by the time you see this video it's gonna be after that, but I want to take advantage and get all of like the maternity or like themed photos as possible. And I keep seeing now that Valentine's is approaching this like maternity viral like newspaper photo shoot. People are doing it with their kids, but a lot of women that are pregnant are also doing it for themselves to like cherish the bump. And I feel like this is probably gonna be my last like themed, I guess, maternity photos. So I am just gonna do it in my room and see how it turns out. I figured since I did my bump update today, I might as well just do this and have it done, and then I can post it this weekend when it's Valentine's Day. And honestly, I just really needed to put some makeup on and do my hair because I was not feeling well last night. Alan and I went out to eat and then we went and got ice cream after, and I was crazy full and the acid reflux all night was so terrible. I was gagging a lot and I was like, maybe TMI, but I was throwing up in my mouth. I was throwing up in the bathroom. It was not fun. So I didn't have the best sleep. So hopefully this will cheer me up and make me feel a little bit better. Basically, this is the inspo video that I saw. So we're gonna try and recreate it. So I went out this morning and I bought some newspaper, which is crazy. I can't believe you have to buy it now. They don't actually send it to your house anymore, but it's because I guess not a lot of people use it. I went out and I bought some flowers. I was kind of debating buying colorful ones, but then I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm just gonna go with white. So I did. I also had these like little red hearts, but I bought these like sticker ones. I was thinking about maybe putting them on my belly if that's cute. And then there's some rose petals, and then I bought this like really thick marker. I couldn't find just a red one, so it came in a set, but instead of using red paint, I'm just gonna use a red marker to write on the newspaper, like how she had XO or like I love you and stuff. And I don't know what I'm gonna wear, but potentially I have this red set from Ciela. I kind of want to wear this with like jeans, but I'm not really sure if jeans are gonna fit. So we're gonna have to kind of figure out the outfit as we go. I have a window here, so I'm gonna get the most natural light here. I'm just gonna move our heater, my garbage, and then this mirror, and we're gonna set up in this corner. God, you guys, I think I'm done. I want to keep taking more photos, but like I don't need to. I got so many good ones, holy crap. So I'll insert a couple that Alan took of me, and let me just zoom out here a little bit. And then he was with me for like 10 minutes doing photos, and then he went back down the stairs, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just try portrait on my phone just to see. And I got these two, and they're so good. I'm actually obsessed with how this turned out. I ended up putting these like little stickers on my belly, and oh, so good. And I was thinking I'm gonna obviously save these photos and then I will recreate this next year with baby boy. My room is a freaking disaster, so now I have everything here. I have like leaves on the floor over there. I'm gonna have to clean off that. Even though I like it, it kind of looks cute. Maybe I'll leave it on my wall until after Valentine's Day. I don't know, I'll see, but it is really cute. I did a good job, I have to say. I did a good job. my god. I have such bad acid reflux right now. Holy moly. I've noticed actually the past couple of days it's been getting bad again, especially at night. I've been having to sleep a little bit more upright and just taking a shit ton of Tums. But I guess that's just the part in pregnancy that I'm at. Anyways, I just finished up my 38-week OB appointment. Heard baby's heartbeat. Took my weight. Honestly, I think the scale was off today because I was literally just there on Friday. Today's Tuesday. As of my weight today, it said I gained 3 pounds since Friday, which I don't think is true. I think it was just like glitching or something. So I'm gonna take my weight at home to compare. I thought that was a little bit weird. And then she did do a cervical check. She did offer and say like you can decline it, and I was like, no, I want to do it because I kind of want to see where I'm at. If you don't feel like doing a cervical check, that is completely up to you. It's just, for me, I was okay with doing it. It was a little bit uncomfortable, but honestly, the amount of times like people have put their hands up there and I've had tools put up there from IVF and the embryo transfer, like I've been through that. So it wasn't honestly bad in my case or in my experience. She was able to get her fingers in my cervix, but she said it's not open at all, really. Like I'm not even 1 centimeter dilated, which was actually a little bit disappointing to hear. I thought it would be maybe like 1 or 2 centimeters dilated. I know at the end of the day it doesn't mean anything. She even said like things can change so fast, so don't think about it too much. But I'm just like, dang, like this boy is so cozy up in here. Like he just wants to stay there. And she said she couldn't feel his head, which is kind of crazy because I feel like he's dropped so much. And she was like, nope, he has way more to drop. And I was like, the pressure is pressuring, so I can't even imagine. Anyways, it was a pretty quick appointment. I'm gonna go back in exactly 1 week time, so I'll be 39 weeks one day. She said that will be my last appointment if there's no real changes. Like I've mentioned before, I'm not going past my due date, so that will be the last appointment, and at that time, if there's like no progress, we will be scheduling an induction, which means I need to start getting ready for this baby. So we're gonna quickly do some shopping. I really want to make thank you baskets for the nurses, both the labor and delivery team as well as the postpartum team. This is not mandatory whatsoever. I totally am just choosing to do this. I know it's kind of more of like a trend. My little like love language is gift giving, and I want to do this. After the journey we've been on, I just want to thank everybody for helping us, you know, get this baby. Again, this is not something that you have to feel like you need to do whatsoever. Don't let social media like think that you need to do this. If it's something in your heart that you want to do, go for it. Set a budget for yourself and do it. It doesn't need to be extravagant. You could just get some like little snacks, things from the dollar store. Literally, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to the dollar store. I just want to do something nice and fun, so let's go do that. I just got home and I laid everything out to show you everything I bought. I did go with 2 baskets. I'm gonna make one for the labor and delivery nurses and staff, and then I'm gonna make one for postpartum nurses and staff. Obviously, we're having a boy, so as you can see, blue is the theme. Honestly, I have no idea how many nurses they're gonna be. I just picked a random number, which was 6. So we're gonna do 6 of everything in each basket. So in total, I bought 12. Starting with these Monster energy drinks in the ultra blue Hawaiian flavor, and they have 0 sugar. I got blue peppermint Excel gum. I found these at Walmart. They're actually really cute. They're mini Pringles salt and vinegar bags. They're like bite size, so it's really, really cute. For another good snack, I found these Mr. Beast all beef like little pepperette things, so I thought that was a good snack. I feel like all nurses will appreciate pens, so I bought these blue ones from the dollar store. I found blue Skittles. They're not like individual or anything, so I'm just gonna put one big pack in a basket. I'm a little bit annoyed. I thought I got 3 packs of these, but I only got 2, so I'm short 2. I only have like 10 total, but it is what it is at this point. I got these Hershey cookies and cream. Who doesn't like chocolate? And it's white and blue, so that's fun. I got blue tissue paper to put at the bottom of the baskets, and then I got these mini packs of Chips Ahoy. Oh, also I did get thank you cards, so I'm gonna write in them from like me and Alan, and then I'm gonna also put like a little blurb from baby. I was thinking I'm just gonna write like what from me and Alan, I'm gonna say like thank you obviously, obviously, but then from baby I was thinking of writing thank you for like bringing me into this world, this is the best birthday ever type of thing, like something like really short and cute. So this is how they turned out. I'm actually obsessed. The first one is for the L&D nurses and staff, and then the second one is for the postpartum nurses and staff. Put the bigger like chips and bags on the side, and then the drinks in the back, and everything else kind of in the middle. I'm obsessed. I love how blue they are. They look so vibrant and fun. Now, like I said, I know that this is not necessary and you don't have to do it whatsoever, but I just feel very called to do this, especially like based on our journey. I just really want to thank anyone and everyone, and this is just cute. Like, I just love this. I feel so good. My love language is gift giving, so I'm just so excited to give it to them. Back from Costco, I decided to do a little like postpartum snack thing that I'm gonna keep beside my bed. I was gifted this diaper caddy from my baby shower, which I'm using on my change table. And I was like, you know what, this would be perfect to put snacks in beside my bed. So I bought one for myself. So far I've just had these crackers inside of them, just because sometimes in the middle of the night I get hungry and I just want to munch on something. But I know definitely postpartum, waking up a lot, and also with breastfeeding, I'm gonna be very, very hungry, especially during the night, and I'm not gonna really want to get out of bed, go downstairs, get a snack or whatever. So I just went to Costco and I bought some like ready to make snacks, and we're going to organize it in this little caddy, and I'm just gonna keep it beside my bed. So this is what I bought. These Nature's Bakery fig bars. One is blueberries, one is raspberries. I got the Nature's Garden probiotic yogis. So one pack is mixed berry, one pack is strawberry. A lot of women actually talk about these Aussie bites as like a really good postpartum snack, just because they are bite-sized, but also it's like rolled oats, dried apricots, flax seeds, sunflower seeds, honey, coconut, quinoa, chia seeds, and more. Those are all good things for obviously your health, but also like milk supply. And then I found these chicken sticks. Usually I eat like beef sticks or turkey pepperettes, but these ones are individually packed, so I thought these would be really good. And in one stick you're getting 12 grams of protein, so I feel like this is a really good snack to have in the middle of the night or even like during the day, whatever. Some stuff I already had at home are these Made Good granola bars. This is the mixed berry flavor. I have these cookies and cream protein bars from Muscle Nation, and then a crap ton of these like individual sackets of electrolytes. Obviously postpartum especially, but just in general, I like eating whole foods, but I definitely wanted to get like these types of ready to eat things just so it's like easy access. I was thinking about possibly getting maybe like Gatorade, or a lot of people said body armor, but I love electrolytes in water, so I'm gonna put these on the side for now. I've never actually had these fig bars before, but I think I'll like them. I like snacking on these types of things. And again, I was reading a lot of like Reddits and what like women were talking about online, and these were highly recommended. This is what the little packaging looks like. This one's blueberry, this one is raspberry. They honestly look delicious. I guess I'm just gonna like fill it up or stock it up as much as possible. Oh my god, these smell so friggin' good. I might have to already dig into this. So I just put all of the raspberry fig bars on this side, all of the blue ones on this side, and I think I'm just gonna stock all the probiotic yogurt things in this like little middle area. Now for these like chicken sticks. They smell good. There is 16 in here. So one of these is 110 calories, 0 grams of sugar, and like I said, 12 grams of protein. So I'm just gonna put those maybe on the side where the crackers are. For the Made Good bars, I'm just gonna put them in the front here and just like line them up. And then I guess on this side, I'll put the protein bars. Now with the Aussie Bites, I don't know what to do. They're good until May. What I was thinking of doing was putting like half of these in a Ziploc bag and then just keeping it in here, and I can just like open it up when I want to take one. And the rest I'll freeze until I need to restock. I'm just gonna leave the Ziploc bag here because I decided I'm just gonna add them when the time comes, but this is what it is looking like. It is full, it is beautiful, it is colorful, and now I'm just going to put it beside the bed. Literally, it fits so perfect right here. I sleep on this side, I have my charger there, I got my snacks there, I have a light here, got my Tums here, my water is always here, so like this is the perfect little postpartum corner. I have my snack caddy prepped beside my bed, but I was also reading online some recipes for freezer snacks you can bake that help with lactation and milk supply. This one specifically is banana oat lactation muffins. I've put all the ingredients here for you to screenshot to save. It's pretty simple to make. So number one, you're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and then line a muffin tin with muffin cups or parchment paper. Step two, in a large bowl, you're going to add the flour, oats, brewer's yeast, baking soda, salt, and cinnamon, and then you're going to stir to combine. Step three, you're going to take another bowl, whisk together the coconut milk, eggs, and vanilla. Step four, you're going to pour the wet mixture into the dry mixture. Then you're going to add melted coconut oil, maple syrup, and walnuts, and you're going to mix well, but make sure you do use a spatula. Step five, you're going to mash the bananas and add it into the bowl. And then optional, I didn't do this, but you could totally add chocolate chips as well. Step six, you're going to scoop the batter into muffin tins. You're going to fill it about 3/4 way full. And then step seven, you're going to bake in the oven for about 17 minutes, or you can insert a toothpick in the center and it comes out clean. And then I'm just going to pack these and store them in the freezer until I am postpartum. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to me down below. Give this a big thumbs up and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.